It's time for another roundup of decks that are coming out in next month. Let's take a look at all of the glorious and not so glorious decks that are coming out and being published in the month of July. Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm here to help you make better purchasing decisions through my deck chats and deck reviews. So let's get started. I have to mention this again because this is not out yet in the EU, in Europe here. I do have it on pre-order, and halfway through the month of July, I'm gonna get this. I know that there are already people who have their hands on this. I don't yet, but when I do, I will be sure to let you know my thoughts on this because, oh my god, the artwork. It is so stunning. I have my Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle here, but the Maven Oracle is just, it has different artwork, and this artwork is more my style than the Beltane one. I don't want to spoil myself too much with too many images. You can see that the in-bulk one is also already out for pre-order. That one will be released in November, so that's something to keep your eye on. Next, we have the Cards of Transformation. Coming out July 8th, achieve the beautiful and fulfilling destiny you were meant to have. Very high promises with this limited edition fortune-telling deck. So I'm assuming like fortune-telling deck. So these are like playing cards. Oh, that's kind of interesting how they've done that. This is like totally not my style, but I do like that they gave the butts hearts. That's funny. I kind of like how they did this. So there's not a lot of images. It's old cartomancy. So if that is something that you're into, like I know many people are into the whole like vintage looking cards vibes or learning more about old ways of divination, then this might be really cool. I definitely would love to see like a guidebook or something with this deck where you get all of the information on how to actually read with it, maybe a little history. But I don't hate it, but it's just not my thing. So that's Cards of Transformation. Next, we have the Folklore Tarot, and I actually talked about this in another like anti-haul deck releases video, but the date was pushed. Now it's supposed to be published on July 17th. I'm pre-filming this like a little bit just because I want to get some free time for myself. And pre-filming allows me to do that. I think these images are so stunning. Like I'm a sucker for like black borders on cards, as well as just black cards here with these images. I like that they have like, ooh, this one is really pretty. This one is really pretty. I like that they have like the gradient. So it's not just like black and red or black and blue, but they have the radiant or the gradients going on here, which I think is really pretty. So what this deck is about, it's inspired by rich mythological traditions. Folklore Tarot presents deep universal truths about the nature of our world. And it goes through diverse cultures, bridges the gap between the past and the present, bringing the wisdom of the ancient beings to guide us on our current journey. Every pip card is illustrated with intricate floral elements, while the court cards and the major arcana feature characters from world mythology. Ooh, this might be one that I want to keep my eye on, because it is really pretty, but I don't know in like what way I would work with it. Like, I guess just regular tarot, but I guess I already have so many decks. I already have so many decks, period. That is always a thing, right? When it comes to all of these deck releases, they're so cool looking, and it's like, oh, I would love to have that because it's like pretty art, but I don't really see myself as a deck collector. I know some of you do, so you might, if this is art like that you are interested in, then you might like it. Okay. Especially the mythological part, really interesting. Then we have the Egyptian Art Nouveau Tarot. I know a lot of people are looking forward to this one, coming out July 8th. And this is it like similar to another deck that's already out? I am not really sure. It's just an Art Nouveau type of deck. I only have one Art Nouveau deck, which is the Ethereal Visions Luna edition. That one has holographic details. So I'm not like a super fan of Art Nouveau necessarily. I think it's pretty, but it's not like my total vibe. But this is like Egyptian Art Nouveau. So if you like Egyptian stuff, if you like Art Nouveau stuff, then you'd probably really like this deck. There are so many Art Nouveau ideas here. Oh, this one is so fun looking. I feel like this is a fake deck though. This looks like it's fake. It's under toys and games, novelty and gag toys, fortune telling toys. That's funny. Anyway, we were looking at the Egyptian Art Nouveau Tarot. Go get your pre-order in if this is something that you're interested in, coming out in July. Then we have a game of fortune cards. Why am I getting an ad here for the Bible recap journal? What about tarot screams that I'm interested in the Bible? Unsure. Anyway, with its rich colors and crisp, clean drawings of a bygone era, this limited edition deck is perfect for playing card collectors. So it's kind of similar to the other one that we looked at, the Cards of Transformation, but it has a different art style, different vibe. Is this like, yeah, these are also playing cards. That's cute. So again, if like the vintage type is your thing, like like I said, there are so many like vintage looking cards, traditional Italian fortune cards. So if you're into like historic parts of divination and that's something that you want to learn, then hopefully this comes with like a good guidebook or something. Like this one is also publishing on July 8th. A lot of stuff coming out on July 8th. But that is a game of fortune cards. This one seems really interesting to me, okay? So I don't really work with like fae or fairy or like all these beings. For me, my tarot practice and my spiritual practice it's very simple. I don't really worship any deities or anything like that. I'm not in that part of my practice yet, I guess. But this looks really cool. The Tarot of the Fairy Folk. It's not like completely my thing, right? Like if you look at this, you don't think like, oh, Ruby would love that. But there's something about it. I am also like not necessarily learning, but it's just sort of slowly happening that my taste in art is kind of broadening. It's not really changing, but it's like broadening. So things that I in the past didn't really love, I now do love more. And this is like one of those things. So there's only 3 cards that we're getting. Maybe if we scroll down, okay, we have a little bit more. Can I zoom? Oh no, I wanted to zoom in. But I can't, I guess. I don't hate it. I like the vibe here. It feels like less modern-ish, if that makes sense. Like when I think of modern, I think of Lightseer's Tarot, I think of Modern Witch Tarot, I think of the Good Karma Tarot. And this is different than what I already have, but would that mean that I wouldn't like it? Or, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you like work with fairies or with whatever feels like fits in your practice. Let me know. I think it's pretty cool. This release is also July 8th. Another one for July 8th, the Yoga Tarot. I've had my eye on this for a really long time. I feel like this was supposed to come out like a long time ago because I remember seeing this quite a while ago. But it's like super bold colored. It's yoga. I really want to get more into yoga. I only for the last 2 days have been starting to work out again because I feel really great in my skin, in myself, in my body when I do work out. And I also want to do yoga more often. I don't know what this, except like for some yoga poses that I'm seeing here. The Fool doesn't have a yoga pose. But let's take a look at the text because I'm struggling to figure out how this necessarily relates to yoga. Featuring art inspired by the peaceful wisdom of ancient India, this new edition, okay, so there was a previous edition of Yoga Tarot, encourages you to expand your spirituality 1 card at a time. Each suit corresponds with a system of yoga mandalas. I got one on my arm. In place of pentacles, lotus flowers instead of cups, and trishilas, tridents, rather than swords, and vaira, Fashira, maybe? Fashira? Ritual weapons instead of wands. The included booklet provides both traditional and Eastern meanings for each card in the major arcana. So you can enhance your knowledge and balance and achieve balance with this deck that truly unites Western and Eastern cultures. Ooh, something to look out for. So apparently there already is a first edition. So I'm gonna have to look at that. But this one is intriguing to me. The Yoga Tarot. Then also on July 8th, the Queen Maven Oracle. This looks scary. Like these kind of things are a little scary to me. Divine feminine wisdom from the Queen of the Fae. So again, I don't work with the Fae or anything, but if you do, then this might be very intriguing to you. We see like one keyword, angelic fiend. I hate fonts like this because it's so hard to read. Like I guess that it's like pretty, but it's hard to read. On the wings of an endless midsummer's night, something blessed this way comes, powered by the earth, the wind, and the divine radiance of the fairy queen or the fairy queen. Ancient and powerful, Queen Maven is a natural mystery of charm and manifestation. Interesting. So again, if this feels like super niche. So for many people, it might not really be something that they care about, but for a lot of people or for other people, it might be something that they have been really looking forward if this is something that fits in their practice. Then the Astrological Tarot book and card deck. I like seeing new astrological themed decks. The one that I have is the Starcode's Astro Oracle. But I know that there are a lot of astrological themed oracle decks out there. I had two others, I think, at least one other. The Black Moon Astrology one, I had that, but that wasn't really for me at that time. And then I also had the Barberi Zodiac Oracle, which was fine for a while until I started to learn more about astrology and I wanted more cards. So I kind of like the look of this. It's simple, but I think that is sort of all you need for an astrological oracle deck, don't you? What is this? Is this the back of the cards? Then Fire Dawn? Huh. Okay, this is gonna be like super hard to read. What is the Wait, it's Astrological Tarot, so it's not an oracle. Wait. So then we have, Major Arcana are then so this is Libra. So we don't have like Justice, we'll have Libra. And we won't have the Devil, we'll have Capricorn. Huh. So this would be the Star. Let me see. This looks interesting. The 22 cards of the Major Arcana are named for the zodiac signs and celestial bodies, while the Minor Arcana court cards relate to the progression of the sun throughout the day. Oh, they are divided into the 4 elements that each sign falls in. The accessible guidebook will help you to ask questions. So I wonder if this would either really help with the people who are doing the deck and walk, or if it's gonna be even more confusing because it might not be exactly on the same page. This is definitely one to look out for. I don't know who this publisher is, Sirius, but it looks really interesting. So this card that I thought was the back design, it'll be like the 5 of Cups then. Right? I think so. So what does it say here? Cancer. So we don't have the actual Major Arcana cards. So if you're like very like set on the Major Arcana and the tarot meanings, then this might like not even be a tarot for you. Like you won't even see it as a tarot because I guess technically it really isn't. Interesting. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Trying to wrap my head around how it would all work. Like, you don't get the Fool through the world. You'd get, like, Aries through Pluto, I'm assuming. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Coming out July 4th. Then we have the Dream Ritual Oracle coming out July 4th. I love boxes like boxes like this intrigue me because it's pretty. I like the art style. Oh, this is actually kind of pretty. Like this art style is totally my vibe. We have commit, receive. Oh, this is like receiving while you're dreaming or something. And then we have commit, record. Interesting. So I don't really do any dream work, not necessarily for any reason, just hasn't really been something that I feel drawn towards. This says, let's see, first of its kind oracle deck with 48 proven dreamwork rituals powered by the potent energy of the moon to unlock your nocturnal intuition. Your dreams offer a gateway between your conscious waking life and your subconscious dreaming state. The 48 cards in this deck encourage you to explore the profound messages they can offer, gently guiding you to a more fulfilled and meaningful life. Accompanying booklet provides proven dreamwork rituals. So what would like a dreamwork ritual be? So here we saw receive. So they would have, I assume that in a guidebook they would have like a whole ritual for receiving. So if you are someone who, first of all, wants to do dream work, or it's something that you're curious about, but also you like having a deck where you can learn like rituals and you have set rituals that you can follow, that might be really interesting. I actually really do like something like that from an oracle deck. I won't usually use them for like divination purposes, but I would use them as like a spell book, but in a divination type of way, I think. Oh, we have more here. Prepare. Illuminate. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's really interesting. Okay. Women of Myth Oracle deck. So this is featuring 50 goddesses and heroines and monsters from mythologies? Wait. Mythologies. Oh my god. I blame it on my burnout brain. I blame everything on my burnout brain. I'm still not doing too well. Okay, Women of Myth. Guidance and insight from the divine and diverse feminine. Let's look at some cards. Oh, Freya. Oh, let me zoom in on this art style. That's interesting. I don't hate it. I actually kind of really like the detail here of the art. So what are they saying about Freya? The story, so where Freya is from, then the card meaning, and then Freya's sort of advice. So if you are someone who likes to work with goddess energy, then this is something for you. I do have to say, I feel like there are already a lot of decks that talk about goddess energy, that have goddess energy, that feature only goddesses on the cards. I'm like all for female empowerment, like totally. But we already have so much of this. Like this is just sort of a similar type of deck, but with different art styles. So if the other goddess decks that are out there don't fit your vibe, like art style wise, then maybe this one does. We have Mami Wata, goddess the offer, an African goddess, mermaid goddess. Ooh. Then we have Mama Huako, a heroine. So we have goddess, heroine. We have a monster, goddess, heroine, monster, Medusa. Oh. So it's, oh, dear woman. Okay, this feels different to me then. It's not just goddesses. I spoke too soon. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is something that interests me. Absolutely. Would love to hear your thoughts. Then the Realest Oracle. This is such my vibe, right? Finding magic in the mundane. Okay, we have daydreaming. This is totally my vibe. Absolutely. Individuality, flow. What do we have here? Momentum, I think. I can't read them all. Awakened, tidy up. This is absolutely my thing. Fill your cup, deep cellular healing, optimism, hope for a bright future, discard. Oh, so this is like super oracle themed. And these are the kinds of guidebooks that I like because it's very practical in its divinatory meaning. Sometimes I feel like authors, especially of oracle decks, are trying to like make this whole story, and then at the end of reading that, you're like, okay, but what is the message here? Like for me, sometimes it can be really hard to either like read between the lines or get a message out of like a whole interpretation. But this to me looks to be super clear. Fill your cup, abundance, make a wish, manifest, blissed out. We're seeing a lot of cards here. Follow the spark. I think you guys know I will be getting this. Like if you're wondering like what my style is when it comes to divination, this is it. This is it. This is my style. This is my thing. There's more to me that I like. I don't love the backs, but I don't hate them. But this is like, we're seeing a lot of duplicate pictures here. But this is super my thing. 53 cards. I really like this. I want to know if they made more decks or more things. These are super different. So what about the illustrator? Nope, just this. Yeah, I'll be getting this July 18th. I hope that it comes out around the same time in Europe as well. I do have this on my wish list, by the way. Universal Monsters Tarot. So this is by Inside Editions. Let Count Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, and other creepy creatures guide your tarot practice with this hair-raising tarot deck and guidebook inspired by the iconic Universal Pictures monsters. So it's like from Universal Pictures, all of the bad guys, all of the monsters. This is not created for me because I don't really know many of them, so... The Fool, Magician, High Priestess. So what Inside Editions often does is that they don't show the minor arcana, but it's pretty obvious that it's always gonna be pips. So that's the thing. I don't really care that they're pips. And at this point, we kind of all know that Inside Editions does this. Coming out July 11th. If you love like monsters and the Universal Pictures, like that is something that you grew up with, then this might be really, really cool. Arcanas Animal Tarot. So I really struggle with animals. This is coming out July 11th. Animation-inspired animal-themed tarot card deck. The traditional archetypes are reimagined and embodied as furry, skilled, or feathered characters, each one offering whimsical wisdom and introspective insights. Let's take a look. I do like the simplicity of the card, where we have this like pretty cute, pretty fun illustration. It does seem like there's a little bit more symbology, like here with the lily, I think it is. We also have this stem that looks like a lightning bolt, sort of. I kind of like the look of it. Like, this is not one that I would comfortably read with, but I don't hate it. It's kind of cute. I wonder what they did. Oh, so the minor arcana also seem to be illustrated fully. Let me know your thoughts. July 11th, are you gonna get this? Then July 8th, I know a lot of people have been looking forward to this one by Llewellyn, the Tarot of a Vampire. Do we not have any cards? Okay, we do. I am not a super vampire-y fan. I watched all of the Vampire Diaries though, like twice, and that I did really like. So I'm just looking at the cards here. I don't hate them. It's just really not my vibe, but I know some people have really been looking forward to this. So this is the Tarot of the Vampires, but there's also like the Vampire Tarot, right? That recently, or I don't know, a few months ago, got a lot of hype because the guidebook was supposedly really good. Like Lisa the Past talks about that, and a lot of people started getting the deck. But this is the Tarot of Vampires. This is something different. So let me know. Are you a fan of vampires? Let me know. Then we have the Swagatom Tarot. It means welcome in Sanskrit. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. One of the most ancient languages in the world, based on Indian culture combined with the philosophies of Hinduism. The rich and unique images of this 92 card deck, that's a lot, invite you to explore concepts of healing and self-exploration that have been around for centuries. So there are oh no, I wanted to say that it looked like the suits have been renamed. Maybe I'm unsure. Let's take a look. Oh, we only have these images, huh? This says magician and then the magus or something. Oh, here we have more. Seven of Cups, and we do have like rivers. So, huh. Our bodies are made up of 5 elements. When all the 5 elements in our body are in harmony, we live in harmony too. I assume that the guidebook for this has to be really, really good. So if you are of like this Indian culture of, if you're a Hinduist, do you say that? Say it like this? If you're interested in Hinduism, this might be a really cool deck for you, coming out at the end of July 28th. Fairies, Oracle deck, and guidebook. Wisdom, inspiration, and magic from folk tales around the world. Let me see. We don't have a lot of cards. You can't see shit. Okay. Let's see. Do we have some more here? No? When is this coming out? July 25th. I would hope to see like some more. 40 cards. I don't really mind when there's like not super many cards, as long as the cards that are in it are good. Fairies from different literary and folk traditions around the world come together in this vibrantly illustrated Oracle deck and guidebook set. Like, it looks like it's very vibrant. It looks like it's something that I could potentially be interested in, but I can't see this. Like, not only is it super pixelated, but this angle, I can't see anything from this angle. Let me know if there is like another picture out there. Can we? Okay, next one. We have the Valoria Tarot. This is coming out July 1st in the US, but I don't think this is coming out in July here in the Netherlands because I have this on pre-order. And if I check my Amazon right now. Okay, so the Amazon mobile website sucks. And I purchased this back in March, and it's gonna arrive in the beginning of August. So a lot of people already have this before it even gets shipped to me. I'm kind of sad about that. I'm gonna get super hard FOMO, but there's nothing that I can do about it because it's just not coming out any earlier here. Let me show you the images. It looks really cute. This is this will like scratch the itch that I wanted to get the Pastel Journey Tarot for. Let me share that with you. And it's really pretty too. It has like a similar vibe, similar idea. And I think it's so cute. Like, look at this. It's really pretty. But I think that if I have this deck, that I might not need this one anymore. Or maybe having the Valoria Tarot is like, well, I feel like I'm still missing something in this area and I might still want this deck. I don't know. This one also I think is like a smaller deck. So we'll see. July 1st for you lucky US people. Super interesting. I thought I had the Yuletide Tarot on my list for September, But now it says July 8th. So this feels like a really weird deck to come out in July. So maybe this is an error, but let me talk about it anyway. Super funny that the Hierophant here is Sinterklaas, who is Dutch. And there is a lot of background here to Sinterklaas for the Hierophant, which is like tradition. Because here in the Netherlands, Sinterklaas is never pictured alone. He's always with his helpers, who are named Black Pete. And they are black people who serve Sinterklaas. Now, you can probably understand that that's not great. You can probably see the problems with that. But a lot of people here in the Netherlands see that as tradition and something that we need to hold on to. So personally, as a Dutch person, having Sinterklaas as the Hierophant, like I totally get it because it very much makes sense. But it stirs up a lot of feelings. So we have the Ace of Gifts, the whatever of good cheer. I think the like 7 maybe there will be like 7 cups here. Do we have more cards? Yeah, a few here. Oh my god. I'm working with a new mouse here. Oh, the Lover's card is the mistletoe. That's cute. We have Strength with the reindeer. This might be like my only Christmassy themed deck that I might get, but I don't love it like super much, especially the Sinterklaas. Like I get it. I think it's a really good choice, but just personally, I don't like even the celebration anymore. I don't even like the celebration anymore. I'm sorry. I just figured out that my screen wasn't properly recording, so here you go, the Yuletide Tarot. Coming out July 8th, and then last but not least, we have the Earth Blessings Oracle. I didn't see this for June, but it's coming out at the end of June. That's still after I published this video, I think. Earth Blessings Oracle, connect with the healing power of nature. I wonder if it would still have like white borders, like similar to the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Oh, it's like really pretty pictures. If this is your vibe, let me know. Is this your vibe? Like with the pictures and then the keywords here, or is it resonating? For me, it makes sense. Like change for the leaves here. It's a really pretty picture. Stronger for like this huge tree. Certain for like a path. Makes sense. Embrace. For me, it doesn't make sense because I am scared as shit of the ocean, but that's just my problem. Yeah, we have the same cards here. Okay, so this is coming out on June 27th. Let me know your thoughts here. Interesting. Coming out June 27th, and if I were to order it, it would deliver in August. That's curious. Okay. So that was all of it. All the decks coming out in July and one in the month of June. Let me know your thoughts on any of them if you want to. I hope I figured out how to fix the part where I just wasn't showing any decks when it got stuck on the Tarot of Vampires. That kind of sucks. Ooh, that's interesting that it sucks because it's vampires. Anyway, if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I do them every month. I'll link the one that I did last month on the screen for you. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!